This fight is scheduled for three-minute rounds in the amateur bantamweight division. This fight is sponsored by Fairway Independent Mortgage. Introducing first, representing Team Crawford and fighting out of the blue corner. He holds an amateur record of 4 wins with 1 loss. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall and weighed in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Kansas, Washington, introducing Daniel McElhaney. And now introducing his opponent, representing Vancouver Elite MMA and fighting out of the red corner. He holds an amateur record of 5 wins with 3 losses. 1 of his wins have come by way of knockout. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall and also weighed in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Vancouver, Washington, introducing Blakesley. The referee, John Stanton.
So, we talk about Dylan having to work off his back or possibly having to stuff takedowns. The one thing that Dylan has, they weren't correct on his record there, Dylan has a lot more experience, and he's fought the better competition of the two. So it's not going to be the first time he's been taken down. Even if it does end up there, he is very competent on the ground. McElhaney's going to have to be very cautious against an experienced guy, a veteran like Dylan.
Yeah, definitely when you have all that experience, it really helps in the fight game. Well,
experience is king, especially long fights. Dylan's been in 5-round fights multiple times. Those count as 2 and 3 fights depending on how long McElhaney's fights have been. Ooh, I love these low kicks. And a high kick. McElhaney looks very quick here. Oh, he's got a takedown. Big takedown there.
Definitely.
Good level change, and we've got climbing guard here from Dylan. I like how he's controlling the head. That's helping him climb the guard, but he doesn't have anything here. McElhaney needs to pull him from the cage if he wants to be effective here.
Yeah, he needs to get his head up, and his head being buried really stops any game from happening. It's just kind of like a stall position.
Yeah, it looks like he's trying. Dylan's trying to get an angle here. I don't know what he's looking for. He might be looking for an armbar if he can get it. The danger is, back in the day, wrestlers would put guys against the cage to take them down, keep their head against the cage from getting up, and then people figured out that actually helps you get up nowadays.
Yeah.
So if Dylan wants to open that guard and start popping up, he's in the right place to do it.
Yeah, for sure. And almost in this position, when you're that close to the fence, you can give up a little bit of position to work up.
Oh, then he's up there. Beautiful low kick.
Hard kick.
McElhaney is explosive.
He is, but at the same time, using that much explosion, it can really fatigue you.
Yeah. And he's been in some longer fights. He is coming off his first loss, but as an amateur, losing's not the worst thing. And nobody wants to lose a fight. But a guy like him losing early as a learning experience, he might come back. I'm sure that motivated him to come back in this training camp.
That was a hard body shot, and Daniel is really hammering those kicks and getting the reaction of Daniel's lead hand drop. So you need to look out for that head kick coming.
Well, it's funny that McElhaney's big right hand.
That was huge.
I was just saying McElhaney's showing no respect for Dylan striking at all. He's just standing in the pocket with his hands down. And there it shows why. He's got a hard right hand. Dylan's a veteran, though. He's going to be a hard guy to put out, but that was a bad knockdown.
Yeah, everything he's throwing is with bad intentions.
What an exciting first fight we got here. McElhaney's taking his time. I like this. It's okay to jump on a guy when they're hurt, but I think he knows that he's fighting a guy that he needs to be careful against. He doesn't want to jump into a triangle or something here on the ground.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest mistakes that amateur fighters make is they try to put the fight away too soon and they tire themselves out. So this is really good that he's taking his time.
Pepper in the legs. Yeah, pepper in those legs.
Probably going to get stood up here in a little bit if nothing happens.
Yeah, and you talk about guys coming in trying to finish too quick. A good right hand and a head kick. Robert Follis used to say, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. You don't want to come out here and choke. You knock a guy down, get too excited, it's easy to choke.
Very wise words.
One bite at a time. And that knockdown sealed the round. What do you think, Rick? I mean, you got to look as possibly a 10-8 round with the new scoring we're doing here in Washington, as aggressive and with that big knockdown, that could easily be a 10-8 round.
Yeah, very easily. That was a really hard punch, and I don't really know if he's cleared his head yet.
You know, Dylan's got enough fights to where he wouldn't show it if he did, even if it didn't. He's gonna hide that well.
Well, it really looks like he's blinking his eyes, trying to regain his composure. His coaches are trying to talk him back into it psychologically. And
you know, Dylan made a couple mistakes there where he's throwing punches and he's letting them hang at the end of them. He's sitting out there, he's not moving in and out, and he's leaving his hands down after he throws. He needs to move McElhaney backwards because McElhaney's fought great coming forward. I don't know how he's going to do moving backwards.
That's going to be hard to do against a hard-pressuring wrestler.
Oh, feint a couple times and then go. Feint and go. You got to put it on him.
You just got to pull the trigger.
Yeah, you got to pull the trigger. You know, Dylan's been off for 2.5 years. That could be another part here. Is ring rust's a real thing. We'll see how he comes out here in round 2. Maybe it took a good punch to wake him up.
So I personally think the ring rust is just based on your training mentality.
Yeah. Well, you train hard, you're fighting every day in the gym, but it is different with the adrenaline and, you know, being nervous. It's a little different. But Dylan looks like he's composed himself. McElhaney's taking it nice and slow. I like that.
Yeah, that
hard, low kicks.
He's dropping his hand to catch it, too.
McElhaney's got it to clinch, and Dylan sat to guard.
Hard knee to the body. That caused him to fetal.
Dylan's looking a little frustrated here. He's got half guard, but McElhaney's, he can slip out of that whenever he wants. There's nothing holding him there. Man, how impressive is McElhaney here?
Yeah, Daniel has come to really prove a point, and he is proving it.
You know, his gym, he's got a lot of good partners, and they're really known for having great cardio. He's going for a top guillotine here, and he might have that. He's got that locked up. Dylan looks like he may tap, and it's over.
Done.
We've got a first round guillotine from half guard top position. Second round, excuse me. A guillotine from top half. You don't see that very often. That just shows how strong McElhaney is to get that.
Yeah, for sure. And it takes a lot of strength to finish that from a half guard position.
Congratulations, McElhaney moves to 5-1. What a great first fight here at Prime Fighting 10.
All right, fight fans, this fight comes to a stop at 1 minute, 9 seconds of the second round. Declaring your winner by submission due to guillotine choke, your winner, Daniel McElhaney.
Daniel, what a way to kick off the night here at Prime Fighting 10.
Yeah, it's hard.
You came in, you got a finish, and you were dominant in your victory. I'm sure you got some people you'd like to thank.
Yes, I'd love to thank my coaches, my family, my sponsors, Painting Perfection, I think. Yeah, Painting Perfection. And yeah, I'll be here forever.
You looked good. You had a big knockdown in the first round, and Rick Story and I were doing commentary. We were talking about how calm you were. A lot of guys, especially amateurs, make the mistake of trying to rush in and get that finish, and they can get finished themselves doing that. Did you keep that in mind when you had that knockdown, that he was still there and he was still dangerous?
Definitely, that was my plan. Rock him a couple times, send him to the canvas, and keep calm.
You told me before this fight you're not just a wrestler, you're working on everything, and you got hands, and you had a beautiful knockdown and some really, really hard leg kicks. I mean, is that something we can expect from you in the future as you evolve?
Yes, you can expect everything from me.
Well, you got a submission finish. What's next for you here? You're 5-1, dominant victory against a guy that had a lot more experience than you. Where do you go from here?
Well, it's up to my coaches mainly, but I'd love to go pro anytime.
Well, I'm sure the folks here would love to have you back at Prime Fighting. Who would like to see Daniel back at Prime Fighting here, possibly as a professional? With a victory like that, I'm sure you'd have lots of tickets to sell.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Daniel. Put your hands together for Daniel McElhaney.